James Melendez, James the Wine Guy, here to share and celebrate this beautiful wine with you today. This is Rocca Family Vineyards Cabernet Sauvignon 2008 vintage, Collinetta Vineyard, Napa Valley, a 14.5% alcohol content wine, front panel. And here is the back. Now, I want to point out this is Mary Rocca and her husband Eric Grigsby, and they are the owners of this winery. This is a really small production here, about 186 cases, if memory serves me correctly. It is the 5th vintage from this vineyard site. And I reflect back when I think of Cabernet Sauvignon in my early education and what I call CS 101, is to really understand what Cabernet Sauvignon is and was in terms of how I was thinking of wine when I was in, say, college and I was selling wine at a wine retailer, mass wine retailer, and I was really trying to, delve into what it is and how was I to sell something that I didn't know what it tasted like. But what was always going through my mind was, what was Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon supposed to taste like? Well, the answer turns out to be a little more complex and a little more interesting, actually, is that it's not a singular location just for all Cabernet Sauvignons are the same or similar. They're very different. It depends where it's grown. There's so many sub-AVAs, terroir. There are stylizations from the winemakers that come out differently. So for me, it was to taste through and taste region by region and major to small producer. And for me, it was a great education to really understand Cabernet Sauvignon. And it's not always that characteristic bell pepper, flavor profile. And I think that's the beauty of learning about wine, is to taste through that it's not always going to be a singular note that's going to come through always. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it's only part of many notes. Now, this beautiful wine has gorgeous textures to it. And I opened this up about 20 minutes ago. Swirled around, giving a lot of oxygen to this. It didn't need a lot to open up and be a fantastic wine. Beautiful aromas on this wine, by the way. Notes of what I call autumnal fruit orchard, fresh sandalwood, pine cones on a forest floor. Here we go. Take a taste, give you some feedback, characteristics, and a point score. Here we go. Beautiful notes of blueberry, acai, blackberry, piquillo pepper, red tea, cardamom, and dark red rose petal. And 9.3 out of a 10.0 scale. And you can also think of that as a 93 out of 100 points. For more wine reviews, please go to jamesthewineguy.com. Subscribe to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, Google+, Pinterest. Salud.